everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am very excited to film this video in particular because I have been thinking about this for literal months, and it's been one of those video ideas that's just been like sitting in the notes section on my phone for quite a while. I'm excited to finally be filming it today, and I want your feedback throughout this video in the comments below of examples of makeup products that you think should be in each one of these categories. I have a couple that I'll call out, but I really want to know your thoughts. Before we get started, please click the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my future videos. I really appreciate that. And let's go ahead and get started. So I want to start with number one, an item that made me think of this entire video topic, which is all about what I think makeup companies need to just stop doing. Across the board, we see several different brands do things like this, and I'm just tired of seeing it anywhere, whether it's the drugstore or high-end makeup. In my opinion, these things just need to stop happening. And like I said, there was one product that prompted this entire video, and it is the first category, which is brands need to stop making weird ass mascara wands. The particular product that I'm talking about is the Urban Decay Lash Freak Mascara. I got this, I think, from Influencer, so thank God I didn't pay for it, and I never would have, because when I see mascaras come out with weird ass wands like this one, I just roll my eyes. They are trying so hard to be innovative and unique and make all of us makeup lovers want to purchase it because it's something that we've never seen before. But in reality, when do these ever perform like in a way that you'd want to repurchase them, the mascara? I do get, again, being a makeup lover, I do get being intrigued by it and being like, ooh, I wonder if this is like what would make my lashes my dream lashes of all time. But more often than not, I just find that these weird ass wands do nothing but make a complete mess. This one was a disaster. You can see that there is a side that is completely silicone. The idea for this specific mascara was to coat your lashes with the regular brush, use the tip of the spikes to like get in hard to reach places like your inner corner, and then to use the silicone side to push up your lashes. And I'm not saying it's like a terrible idea and it makes no sense at all, but in practice, this was just a disaster. Like I said, it was a complete mess. It was so annoying to use, and I think I ended up decluttering it because I was just like, I'm over trying to use this. Oftentimes, ones like this too will like clump together your lashes to the point where you basically have 3 spikes for lashes, and I don't know. Did these ever work for you guys? Did you guys like the Lash Freak Mascara in particular? Because I hated it, and it prompted me to make this video, like I said. Moving on to my next point, which is makeup companies need to just stop putting overspray of glitter or shimmer, specifically on like blushes and bronzers is where I've seen it most. I've seen this from NARS, I've seen it on Too Faced products, Physicians Formula, I feel like is a big one that has done this. Wet n Wild, I've seen some eyeshadows that do this as well. It's where these companies are putting, like I said, like a glitter or shimmer just on the first surface level part of the product. So you open up, let's say, a NARS Laguna bronzer, and you see like this really pretty shimmer. It looks like it's gonna be a glowy bronzer all throughout. But in reality, once you get through that top overspray, where's the shimmer? Where's the glow? Where's the glitter that I kind of signed up for by buying this? It's pretty much false advertising. Like if you were just buying the makeup to look at it, cool, put as much overspray as you want. But most of us are not doing that. We're buying it so we can put it on our face, and this is just so annoying. And I really, luckily, don't see it that much, but I don't think we should say it like literally at all. Okay, the next one, I know you guys are gonna agree with me on this. Brands need to just stop coming out with foundations without a goddamn pump. Now, if the foundation is in like a squeeze tube or if it's like a stick foundation, I get the point. But I'm talking about freaking Estee Lauder Double Wear, Maybelline Fit Me, which are both 2 of my absolute favorite foundations. I know that you can find some pumps that fit. Why the hell am I buying a separate product to put on the foundation just so I can pump it out? I mean, dumping something out of a glass bottle is just like, what year is it? And what's also annoying is I know that these companies, for example, if I'm talking about Maybelline, if I'm talking about Estee Lauder, they, number one, have the money to freaking put a pump on these products. And number two, they know that consumers have complained for years. Both of those products have been out for years. Consumers have complained over and over and over again. And I think we're all in collective agreement that we'd almost rather pay like an extra $1 for the foundation just to get a pump on it. I really don't understand the disconnect and why they continue to release products without a freaking pump. Okay, speaking on foundation, we have the next point I wanna make, which is companies need to stop putting skincare and advertising skincare in face products, especially like foundations. I mean, it's even more dumb if it's like, this blush has like anti-aging serum in it. It's like, wow, we're really stretching here. I do get putting like hyaluronic acid or some moisturizing qualities in, let's say, a foundation or concealer, because obviously, especially if you have dry skin or aging skin, maybe you want to know that that product is going to be hydrating, it's going to leave moisture on your skin, it's not gonna suck the life out of you. Like, I get that part. I'm talking about like, this foundation also has, like I said, like an anti-aging serum in it. The reality is, most of your foundation is supposed to sit like on the surface of your skin and barely sink in just a little bit. It's not supposed to sink in all the way and get into your freaking epidermis. So do you think we're dumb? Like, what skincare benefits do you really think that we think we're going to achieve by using this makeup product? Like, I get that it's a marketing thing and that saying it has some sort of flower extract or some sort of sunflower seed oil or something in it is like, ooh, it's like intriguing, but not to the point where somebody is typically going to buy it because of that. So it just is one of those marketing ploys that feels like a marketing ploy. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, sticking with foundation. I didn't realize I had so many in this category, but are you guys not sick and tired of makeup brands adding so much fragrance to their products? Specifically foundations or like face products. I'll be the first to say, like, Too Faced was one of the first companies that I know about that came out with like their chocolate bronzer. It smelled like chocolate. That's a nice experience, and I do think that most people like it. Physicians Formula with their butter bronzer, it smells like very slightly of coconut. I think we can all agree that like a hint of some sort of pleasant smell that most people like is a good thing. However, some of these specifically prestige brands are putting like freaking floral scents in their foundations. Ooh, how about when a company puts like a rose scent in a lip balm or a lip gloss? Like, make it something I would actually like to taste, like vanilla or cake or chocolate or watermelon, something. But making it floral like rose is just so weird, so bizarre to me. I don't know anybody that likes it, and I don't know who's filling out these surveys being like, yep, great job with that. I don't think any of us really want it. In fact, a lot of people are really sensitive to fragrance. So when they're putting something strong in like a foundation, it can be very off-putting. I know Huda Beauty is a company that is kind of known for having some strong fragrances in her products, but in the past couple years, she's really toned that down. She's even re-released some products without fragrance because she kind of heard the feedback, which I really appreciate. But some companies are just like, forget it, we're gonna continue doing it. I don't understand it. One product I do want to call out though, because I just did a first impression on it that I was really happy with, is a prestige or luxury brand from Dior. This is their new Forever Skin Glow foundation, and I really appreciated, first of all, the pump, but I appreciated the scent on this because It's a very light, subtle, like spa-like scent, and I really enjoyed it. And this was a perfect example of like, hey, you guys are doing a good job. Thank you. So I think other companies really need to do that as well. Okay, and talking about base products, talking about foundation concealer, I would be dumb as hell if I did not at least mention briefly, companies need to just stop releasing shitty shade ranges. You could definitely say this for blush and bronzer as well. The same blush that's going to look somebody who is super pale is not going to look good on somebody who is very, very deep skin toned. So, you know, we could say it for several categories, but I think especially when we look at foundation concealer and brands are still doing this. Like, I literally cannot believe at this point, again, 2022, you would think that at least because of the backlash that these companies get, when they release, they've seen it happen over and over again. Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation, do you remember that being released? And people were like boycotting the brand because the shade range was basically only for white people. What are some good examples of this in the comments? I definitely want to see it. I know this is very prevalent for like Hourglass, other high-end brands. The Dior foundation I just did a review on had 43 shades, but almost all of them were for white people. So it's still happening a lot. And like I said, it is typically with more high-end luxury brands, which I think is almost like a bigger slap in the face. And again, I think that they should be coming out with bigger shade ranges for the principle of inclusivity. But even if you're evil and you just don't want to be shamed on the internet, is that not a good enough reason to come out with a bigger shade range? I don't understand that some of these companies are like, yeah, we don't care either way. So I don't know, they need to figure that out. Okay, I have a couple more here. I think we're already on number 8, and that point is, oh my God, I love this one. This is kind of to do with foundation too, what the hell? Companies need to just stop putting extreme wear time claims on their products. How obnoxious is it when a product says 24-hour wear? I think there's a Maybelline foundation that literally says 48-hour wear. And again, a marketing ploy. We all get what you're trying to say. Hey everybody, this is the most long-wearing product you've ever tried. We appreciate it. I am a long-wearing fanatic. Like, I don't want to wear anything that's not going to wear long hours on my skin. But it's just another thing that makes me roll my eyes when I see companies doing this. And can we maybe tailor it to like the normal 12-hour? I feel like it used to be like 8-hour. Then it was like 12. Then we saw companies saying 16, and that was like, okay, holy shit. Then it was 24. Now, like I said, I've seen companies say 48. It's getting out of hand at this point. We need to reel it back in. It just seems very extreme. Okay, this next one might just be a me thing. I totally understand if you guys are like, wow, that's the pettiest thing I've ever heard in my life, but I truly mean this. And again, luckily I don't see it that often, but there's a couple products. Okay, let me just say what it is. The point I wanted to make here is companies need to just stop making double-ended products like a brow pencil that has one side a brow pencil and one side a brow spoolie. Quit making the size of those lids the same fucking thing. Yes, it's convenient because if you take both lids off and they're laying on your table, you can pick up either one and put them back on. However, oftentimes I'm only using the brow pencil side of, I'm talking about like the NYX brow pencil, the Anastasia brow pencil, if I remember. I haven't used that one in a while. But it's very annoying that I feel like it's almost like trying to put a USB cord in your computer where it's like you do it 3 times and then it's like, okay, on the 3rd time somehow it works. I'm always pulling off the wrong fucking lid. Like I am always wanting to pull off the lid that is the brow product, and instead I pull off the lid that's a spoolie, and it's so annoying. I know this is a small one. I know this seems petty. You can literally roast me in the comments, but it's just something I've thought of that I wonder if you've thought of, and I just wanted to put it out into the universe and let you guys know that I hate that. Okay, and the last point that I want to make in this video is makeup companies need to just stop releasing the same product in limited edition packaging. I am thinking immediately of NARS Orgasm. Wow, they have really not let it die. I am not saying get rid of that shade altogether and never have it in your collection, but I swear to God, that was like 10 years ago that blush was popular. I personally never liked it. That was another one where I felt like there's a glitter overspray and no pigment. What's the problem here? I know I'm one of the few that don't like that blush. Otherwise, for most people, it is a cult favorite. It is iconic. That's great. But please, like, you're coming out with it in jumbo, you're coming out with it in holiday packaging, you're coming out with it in summer packaging. Like, it's so overdone. And I'm calling out NARS specifically for Orgasm and Laguna, but other brands do this all the time. Leave me the ones that you're thinking about in the comments. I really can't wait to read these. But that one I just had to add on here because I know we're all thinking it. And with that, that is everything that I have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video idea. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments below and give the video a thumbs up. I do also hope that you'll subscribe to my channel. And as always, I really, really appreciate you guys being here. I hope to see you in my next one. Okay, bye.